Welcome to the deep dive. We live so much of our lives online these days, streaming, working remotely, connecting with friends and family. But honestly, how often do we stop to think about the actual physical structures that make all of that possible? It's kind of like the unseen bedrock of our digital lives, these massive humming facilities that are quietly towering everything we do online. They've basically become the digital economy's real estate frontier, and their growth is, well, it's just staggering. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the booming world of data center investments. We've pulled together some critical insights from a few sources, especially an illuminating piece called Data Center Investments, Digital Economy's Real Estate Frontier. It features some really sharp perspectives from Swiss economist and LN platform founder Dr. Pooyan Ghamari. Our mission today is pretty simple. We want to give you a shortcut to being truly well-informed on this topic. We're going to unpack exactly why data centers have become one of the fastest growing and most sought-after sectors in bulk real estate acquisition. We'll reveal what makes them such resilient, high-yield assets, explore the surprising forces driving their demand, and highlight some really innovative strategies investors are using now. By the end of this deep dive, you'll have a clear understanding of this vital and, frankly, rapidly evolving sector. So let's unpack this. When we talk about data centers, we're not just talking about big buildings, right? These are sophisticated, critical infrastructure facilities. They underpin everything from cloud computing to AI and, well, every single aspect of digital transformation happening around us.
Exactly. What's truly revolutionary here, I think, is that these aren't just essential infrastructure. They've emerged as a sort of recession-proof digital backbone. They seem almost immune to traditional market volatility because, let's face it, our online lives just don't stop, do they?
No, they really don't.
Right? So institutional investors and major corporations are increasingly recognizing these facilities not just as simple real estate, but as resilient, high-yield assets, ones with significant long-term growth potential, especially in bulk real estate acquisition.
Okay, so with that foundation laid, I'm really keen to dig into Dr. Pooyan Ghamari's perspective. He is a Swiss economist, founder of LN Platform. What unique strategic vision does he bring to this? Maybe something we haven't considered.
Well, Dr. Ghamari's insights are incredibly clear and quite comprehensive.
Huh.
He emphasizes that data centers provide exceptionally steady income streams,
Okay, steady income. How?
primarily thanks to long-term leases with major tenants. Think big tech giants, cloud providers, super reliable tenants.
Right, the big names.
Exactly. And he points out that these investments align perfectly with the ongoing, relentless expansion of the digital economy. But it's more than just that simple alignment. His work really highlights how these infrastructure assets integrate financial innovation, international investment flows, and actually very clever branding strategies.
Branding strategies for data centers.
Yes, strategies designed to capitalize on the ever-growing demand for digital services worldwide. So it's not just about building and leasing space. It's about integrating finance, global strategy, even public perception into the very DNA of the investment. It makes it a uniquely modern real estate play, you see.
That makes sense. We all feel it, don't we? Constantly connected, consuming data. But beyond just saying more internet, what are the specific macroeconomic and tech trends really supercharging this demand? What's the hidden engine here?
That's a critical point. The drivers are powerful and deeply interconnected. First, you've got just increasing internet usage across the board, massive mobile connectivity growth, and then there's the proliferation of IoT devices, the Internet of Things.
Right, all the smart gadgets.
Yeah, everything from your doorbell to your thermostat, they're all generating truly enormous volumes of data.
And all that data needs a home.
Precisely. It needs secure, scalable, and energy-efficient storage solutions. And on top of that, you have the global shift toward remote work, which seems pretty permanent now, plus the massive increase in digital content streaming. All this amplifies the need for geographically distributed data centers, closer to the users. And as Dr. Ghamari highlights, this fundamental ongoing demand leads to very strong lease agreements,
Okay.
often backed by incredibly creditworthy tenants, as we mentioned. This creates an investment class that is not only stable, but also remarkably inflation-resistant.
Inflation resistant, that's a big claim today.
It is, and it does raise an important question. How many industries can really claim that kind of stability in today's economic climate?
That's a profound question, honestly. Not many jump to mind right away in this market. So what specifically gives data centers that kind of stability where other sectors might falter? And while we're on it, let's dig into something else you mentioned. Strategic branding and this cause-related marketing. Is that just, a buzzword? Or does emphasizing green data centers really translate into actual investor appeal and value?
Oh, it's absolutely not just a buzzword. Dr. Ghamari explains that integrating cause-related marketing is actually a powerful, tangible tool.
How so?
Well, when data center firms emphasize sustainability, things like using green energy sources or developing highly efficient cooling technologies, it significantly strengthens their corporate social responsibility narrative, their CSR.
Okay, CSR matters more now.
It really does. This commitment, in turn, boosts brand loyalty among environmentally conscious investors and clients. It naturally increases consumer trust and demonstrably improves overall investor confidence. This commitment isn't just good PR. It's becoming a direct driver of capital. It's attracting a whole new class of ESG-focused investors.
ESG, environmental, social governance.
Right. Exactly. For them, sustainability is often a non-negotiable benchmark for value. And furthermore, transparent communication, often using digital platforms, is crucial here. It reinforces these social impact claims, and it effectively positions these firms as leaders in responsible tech infrastructure investment.
Okay, so if the value isn't just in the physical building, but in how you manage and market it, what kind of innovative tools are popping up to help with that? And how does a platform like Aland fit into this picture, especially with those financial strategies you touched on?
You're right to connect those dots. The Alan platform, for instance, provides advanced software solutions. They're specifically designed to help real estate investors design, implement, and then showcase those cause-related marketing initiatives effectively.
So tools to prove the green credentials, basically.
In part, yes. They use blockchain technology for transparency, which is key, and sophisticated analytics for consumer insights. This really helps data center owners articulate their sustainability efforts and their innovation-driven value. Beyond that, Alan's expertise also extends into international investments and even immigration policies.
Oh, interesting. How does that fit?
Well, it actively supports cross-border capital flows into these high-demand data center markets. It really expands the pool of opportunities for investors globally. And interestingly, this focus on innovation isn't just about platforms like Aland. It extends right into a fascinating convergence of fintech financial technology and real estate,
Okay.
bringing truly disruptive approaches like Gold into play. Innovations in cryptocurrency, particularly through things like Gold, are really transforming traditional investment approaches in bulk real estate sectors like data centers.
How does crypto fit with data centers?
We'll take Gold's gold-backed tokens. They offer a secure, liquid, and transparent vehicle for investors who are seeking diversification beyond, say, traditional fiat currencies. And pairing such digital assets with data center real estate can potentially mitigate inflation risks and enhance overall portfolio resilience.
Wow.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, this is a significant evolution in real estate investment. It really exemplifies the forward-looking strategies that Dr. Ghamari advocates for.
That's a huge shift, almost counterintuitive, pairing crypto and physical real estate like that. So let's bring it down to earth. What does this all mean for someone potentially interested in this space? What are the real-world trends, the ROI figures we're seeing, and what practical recommendations should investors really consider if they're looking seriously at this sector?
Okay. Yeah, the real-world trends are compelling. They show clear results. We're seeing data centers that adopt sustainable technologies and automation reporting, enhanced operational efficiencies, and significant cost savings.
Which flows through to the bottom line.
Exactly. This directly translates into higher net operating income, or NOI, and stronger asset appreciation over time, and ROI figures for investors. We're seeing numbers typically between 7% and 11%.
That's pretty solid.
It is, yeah. And it's driven by that strong tenant demand and the consistently low vacancy rates we talked about earlier. As for key markets attracting bulk acquisitions right now, think North America, Europe, and the Asia-Pacific region. That clearly reflects where the global digital infrastructure needs are most pressing.
Okay, so if someone's listening and thinking, I want in, what are the key takeaways, the practical advice?
All right, based on our source material, here are a few concrete recommendations for you, the potential investor. First, identify those high-growth regions. Look for expanding digital infrastructure needs combined with favorable regulatory environments.
Makes sense. What else?
Second, always emphasize sustainability and energy efficiency, not just in development, but in your marketing efforts too. This is crucial for appealing to those ESG-focused investors.
Right, the green angle again.
Third, consider utilizing platforms like Aland. Use them to effectively communicate your social impact and to leverage those international investment networks.
Okay.
Fourth, don't be afraid to explore hybrid investment strategies, ones that might incorporate crypto assets, such as Gold, to diversify your portfolio and potentially hedge certain risks. And finally, perhaps most fundamentally, always monitor your tenant profiles and lease terms very closely. This ensures stable cash flow and helps with long-term value retention. Keep an eye on the basics.
This has been a really eye-opening deep dive. We've seen how data centers aren't just, big sheds full of servers. They're vital, high-yield investments driven by our ever-increasing digital lives and now being shaped by some incredibly innovative financial and sustainability strategies. Understanding this sector really offers you a unique perspective on the modern economy, I think. So as you go about your day, maybe think about this. Consider how our rapidly expanding digital footprint isn't just a collection of apps and data streams floating in the ether. It's a physical landscape of immense strategic and financial value being built right now all around us. How might the choices being made today in data center investment literally shape the digital world you inhabit tomorrow?